Hi there, my name is Abby Mallard. I am a 17-year-old rebound exchange student. I was sponsored by the Camaros Daybreak Club and I went to Ecuador for the last year. I just got back in June. Before I left, I was really close with my Camaros Rotary Club. They were really supportive. They prepared me very well for what I was about to go into, which I didn't really know. I had a little bit of an expectation. It's a hot tropical country. It's in South America. But I didn't know what I was in for at all. Once I arrived in Ecuador, I was greeted by a really, really supportive and amazing family. I made such a good long-term connection with them. They were so loving and patient. I didn't know very much Spanish before I went there, but I would consider myself fluent now, and that's only because of my families. They were patient with me every day. I learned like 10 words a day, and they would just help me with those. As far as Rotary is where I lived in a city called Puerto Viejo. It's about 250,000 people, but it's huge. It's really widespread. There's a lot of slums, a lot of poverty. It's definitely different than what I was used to here in Camaros, Alberta. It was really eye-opening for me to see that kind of living conditions, because I was 16 when I left, and I hardly even knew that existed. But it also inspired me. I want to help. I want to change things. Anyway, back to Rotary. They had a meeting once a week, but I was only invited to once a month. They told me I would come in, I would sit down, I would listen, and then I would get my money and leave, and that's all that was expected of me in my year. Because I came from such a supportive and close-knit club where I was at their meeting every week and part of all of their projects, I'd wanted more than that out of my Rotary experience. I wanted a longer-lasting connection than just sitting at the table waiting for my money and leaving. So I built on that relationship. I went when I wasn't invited. I tried everything, and they really, once I did try, they really opened up to me. They were really warm, intelligent, interesting people that I'm really grateful that I went that extra mile and tried a little bit harder. Leaving Ecuador was absolutely the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I thought that going there was hard, but when you go on exchange, you know that you're going to come back to these people. You know, 10 months is a long time, but I'll see them again. And when you leave exchange, it's completely the opposite. I don't know when or if I'll ever see some of the people that I've grown closest to. It was an amazing opportunity, opened my eyes to so many different things, and it's inspired me without measure.
So just to get clarification, the money that you were talking about at the meetings, that's your monthly allowance that your host club provides you?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, wonderful. That's good to share that. Yeah. And you told me that at the end of your experience, when you were leaving, it was difficult for you to leave, and they presented you with a plaque. Can you tell us about that?
When I got there, they gave me a shirt with my name spelled wrong. And when I left, they gave me, this is a plaque. It says on it, it's from my Rotary Club, Puerto Viejo Real Tamarindos, and in Spanish it says, "This is a testimony of your dear presence in the life of our club. The freshness of your youth, your vibrant joy, and your excitement for new experiences will not be forgotten by us. The year 2011-2012, Abby, please take us in your heart, in a place where you won't forget us, always, and you know that you always have a home in each one of our families. Return soon."
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And so do you have plans to go back to Ecuador someday?
Yes, I want to take my whole family back, my parents and my brothers and my sister, and have them see how I lived, have them meet my families that took care of their sister and daughter while I was there.
So can you say something to the E-Club members or others that are looking to do a makeup perhaps on the E-Club site? Ellie Contreras is past district governor and she is Spanish speaking, so perhaps you could say something in Spanish.
Gracias y espero que ustedes pueden hacer algo así. Quiero que todos los estudiantes en todo el mundo puedan hacer un año de intercambio.
Gracias. Thank you, Abby.